In this video we are covering the sine rule. So the sine rule is used to calculate the unknown angles or the unknown sides in a triangle. So firstly, we must know what the sine rule formula is. The formula is sine A over A is equal to sine B over B. Now what does it mean A over A or B over B? So the A's is angle A and the lowercase a is the side A, and the capital letter B is the angle B and the lowercase b is the side B. So if we construct a triangle, we can label the sides side A and angle A, the opposite each other. Angle B and side B are also opposite each other. And finally, side C and angle C are opposite each other. As you can see, when we label the triangle, the A's and the lowercase a have to be opposite each other, as well as the B's and the C's. So to understand why we've done this and how the formula works, let's move on to an actual example now. So firstly, let's construct a triangle. This triangle will have angles 30 degrees as well as angle x degrees. It will also have lengths 6 centimeters and 8 centimeters. And the question is, calculate the value of angle x. As you can see, 30 degrees and 6 centimeters are opposite each other. We can label 30 degrees as the angle A and 6 centimeters as the side A. Also, x degrees and 8 centimeters are opposite each other, so x can be angle B and A can be the side B. Now we can just substitute these values into the formula. So we can get sine 30 over 6 is equal to sine x over 8. As you can see, we just substitute the values in. Now the next step, in order to calculate what x is, we can remove the 8 from the right side, and we do this by timesing both sides by 8. So on the left side we get 8 times by sine 30 over 6 is equal to sine x. Now in your calculator, when we calculate the left side, 8 times sine 30 over 6, the answer that we get is 8 over 12, and this is equal to sine x. And finally, the last step, in order to calculate an angle, if we know 8 over 12 is equal to sine x, on your calculator, if you press shift sine 8 over 12, that's going to equal to x. If you're kind of confused with what I just done now, ask your teachers to explain in school and they can show you. The answer that we get, x is equal to 41.81 degrees. We will now go on to the second question. The second question we're going to do now is slightly different. So let's construct a triangle. This triangle has angle 82 degrees, angle 40 degrees, and it has side 12 centimeters and side x centimeters. The question is, calculate the length of side x. As we are trying to calculate a length, we're going to flip the formula so it's easier. So we'll have A over sine A is equal to B over sine B. We can label angle 82 degrees as angle B, and opposite 82 is x, so that will be side B. Angle A as 40 degrees, and opposite 40 degrees is 12, so that's side A. So as you can see, the formula that we wrote is 12 over sine 40 is equal to x over sine 82. As you can see, the side A is 12 centimeters and opposite that is 40 degrees. so that's angle A as sine 40, and side X is the B, and angle B is 82 degrees, so that's sine 82. This one's a bit easier, so in order to calculate what X is on one side, we can just times both sides by sine 82. So on the left side we have sine 82 times by 12 over sine 40 is equal to X. Now when we put that into the calculator, our final answer that we get is 18.49 is equal to X. That's our answer. We will now go on to the third example. In this example, we're going to calculate the angle of a triangle. So let's construct a triangle. This triangle has angle 40 degrees, angle X degrees, side 10 centimeters, and finally side 7 centimeters. The question is, calculate the value of angle X. As you can see, 40 degrees and 7 centimeters are opposite each other, so that's going to be our A's, and X degrees and 10 centimeters are opposite each other, so that can be the B's. So our formula we will have is sine A, which is sine 40 degrees over 7, is equal to sine X over 10. Now, as the same as the example 1, in order to get sine X by itself, we can times both sides by 10. So we have 10 times sine 40 over 7 is equal to sine X. When we plug in the left side into the calculator, we get 0.918 is equal to sine X. And as before, the same thing we got to do, shift sine 0.918 is equal to X. So our final answer, X, is equal to 66.7 degrees. That's the last example done. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section below.